Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the record label's darkest secret. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you'd like to further support the channel, you can check out the Truth Is store and see if you find anything you like. At the Truth Is store, we have the Truth Is shirts and hoodies in many different colors, and we also got coffee mugs and phone cases and a bunch of other stuff. So if you'd like to further support the channel and help with the funding of Truth Records, go check out the Truth Is store. The link would be in the description. Now, let's get right into it. For an upcoming artist, getting signed to a major record label is not only an accomplishment, but for many, a dream come true. A record deal to an artist is like having a barber certificate to a barber. Without a record deal, an artist isn't considered a professional artist. The record deal represents that they have finally made it in the music business, and more people will start to take their music more seriously. Not only does being signed give an artist's music more credibility, but it also provides them with the needed resources to get them to the top of the music industry. So many young up-and-coming talent desperately crave for their shot at getting a deal without knowing what a deal can really cost them. At this point, if you've been watching my channel, then you should already know that a record deal isn't what it seems to be. The record contract would always lean in favor of the record companies, as the record companies are the ones who created the contracts. The record companies prey on upcoming artists, signing them to deals that would allow the record company to legally rob the artist. For every $1 million you see an artist make, you can expect the record company to have made 10 million or even more. For example, Uzi's massive EXO Tour Life song was a great success for Uzi and his label, generating the label over $4.5 million. And out of those $4.5 million, it is rumored Uzi only received $900,000, which isn't as bad as most other artists, but still paints a clear picture of just how much these artists are being robbed. You may think to yourself, well, it's business, and these artists sign these deals willingly. These artists that sign deals get to have a career and make money, and it's not like anybody's getting hurt, right? What if I told you this couldn't be further from the truth? In one of my previous videos I did regarding artists mysteriously passing after signing a record deal with Empire Records, I spoke about a secret the record companies don't want the public to know about. It is called the death clause, and this may explain why so many artists mysteriously end up passing. The death clause, in simple terms, is basically a life insurance policy that the record companies add into a record contract when signing the artist. Once the artist signs that record deal, they are agreeing to terms that would allow the record companies to open up life insurance policies on the artist, with the labels listing themselves as the beneficiaries of the policy, allowing them to cash in if the artist were to pass away. Now, two things happen when an artist passes away. One, their streams triple, making the labels millions. And two, the record label gets a life insurance payout, earning the record labels even more millions. Not to mention all the unreleased music the artists leave behind, which now the record label can do whatever they want with, profiting even more off their tragedy. As you can see, an artist's passing can be very lucrative for the record companies. We all know how dark the music business can be, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if some of these labels were taking advantage of this when it comes to signing these artists. What if some of these record companies were actually responsible for what happened to these artists? For a company generating billions, having an artist taken out is a walk in the park. In my opinion, I believe this is exactly what some of these record labels seem to be doing, and this is exactly what Katt Williams believes as well.
When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year. And it's over, and the money goes up and up and up. So they killed this $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits.
Wow.
And they had some people from your city do it.
As you heard for yourself, Katt Williams talks about the very thing we are speaking about in this video. The labels make so much more money once an artist passes away. Like Katt Williams said, it would be super easy for rich, powerful people to pay off some local people to get rid of whoever they want to get rid of. This is how the music industry works. Another artist that recently spoke about this exact thing was the rapper French Montana. It seems to me French Montana, being a rapper who's in a record deal himself, most likely recently realized that his record contract has a death clause in it.
I think it's crazy. But now it's even crazier because they getting life insurance on artists. At least back then we didn't have that.
Somebody told me that.
Yeah.
Is a label signing an artist in good faith taking a life insurance out on him?
No, you praying on his death, praying on making millions on his death.
Or are they being realistic though?
Both. They're being realistic, and you're supposed to have life. You know what I'm saying? Life insurance anyway. When the label does it, if you don't have one, that's crazy.
As you heard for yourself, French Montana spoke about the life insurance policies being put in these record contracts, and French knows that is not in good faith. Out of his own mouth, he said the record labels are preying on these artists, and this sadly seems to be true, especially when we take a look at drill music. In recent years, drill music has become super popular, especially Bronx and Brooklyn drill. This music openly promotes destruction and influences people to act out in the worst ways. It is known that drill music goes too far, leading to lives being lost. These young drill artists sadly end up passing so often. It comes as no surprise to me that these drill artists are being picked up by the labels by the handfuls, signing them to 360 deals while they wait for something tragic to happen to them. Drill music is just a continuation of gangster rap that became popular in the late 80s due to the rap group NWA. NWA sold out rap to the corporations who use rap to destroy the very people who created it. We have already established that before gangster rap was so popular, the music being put out was either positive or party music. But after the 80s, this all changed and has never gone back. This has affected generations to come. To this day, gangster rap is still popular, just in its new form of drill music. The record labels know exactly what they're doing when they're signing these drill artists. They're expecting something to happen so they can go and collect their policies and profit off tragedy. The label literally created a whole genre they can prey on and make themselves even more money, all while spreading their dark agenda. If you ask me, I don't think this just started happening. I believe the record labels have been putting this death clause in their record contracts since the 80s or even before then. So many artists mysteriously met their ends right at the peak of their careers before they even got the chance to fall off. I believe these artists were taken out purposely. This way they can forever be immortalized because they passed while they were still popular, just like we saw with Biggie and Tupac. Both Biggie and Tupac just so happened to pass away at the heights of their careers. We all know that both Suge Knight and P. Diddy are known to be people who aren't the most trustworthy and appear to be men who would be capable of making something like this happen. Just like Katt Williams said, it would be nothing to the labels to have some local people get rid of these artists. I have seen so many of you guys request I do a video on Tupac. If this is something you guys would like to see, comment Tupac below. It's clear to me that these record labels are operating in sinister ways. The fact that they contributed to creating a genre of music that pushes deaf music to the masses, all while they just so happen to put life insurance policies on the rappers making this music, should prove something sinister is going on. These labels can't wait till the lyrics of these songs affect the rappers that are rapping them, which nowadays just seems to happen so often. In many ways, a record contract is a trap created by the record labels to trap these young artists in bad deals so they can rob their money legally and steal their souls. As we can see in this video, sometimes these record deals might even cost them their lives. If you're an upcoming artist who wants to make it in the music industry, don't worry so much on getting signed. Work on your music and developing yourself as an artist. I know you feel that you need a record deal, but the price is not worth paying. The record companies have tricked the masses into thinking the only way to the top in the music business is through signing a record deal. Do not fall for this manipulation. You don't need to be signed to a major label to have a good career in the music industry. You just need talent, dedication, and the right amount of money, just like every other successful business. With God, anything is possible. You don't need to sign your soul over to the devil and play by his rules to make it in the music industry. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. Thank you so much for all your support. If you would like to further support the channel, join the channel below by hitting the join button. Or you can join me on Patreon, the link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by buying a True Fizz shirt. If you would like a True Fizz shirt, email me at thetruefizz211@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram at thetruefizz01. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at thetruefizz01 and on TikTok at thetruefizz. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.